December 1st, 1948. On the quiet sands of Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia, a man's body is discovered propped against a seawall. Two early morning joggers. He looks like he's just sleeping, well-dressed, clean-shaven, and in his prime, but he's not sleeping, he's dead. And no one has any idea who he is. This is the beginning of one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century, the case of the Somerton Man. Police arrive and begin their investigation. They search his body for identification, anything that could tell them his name. They find nothing. No wallet, no ID cards, no letters. Stranger still, every single label has been meticulously cut from his clothing, his jacket, his shirt, his pants, his tie. It's as if his very existence has been erased. Someone went to great lengths to ensure he remained anonymous. Who was this man, and why was his identity so fiercely guarded, even in death? The autopsy only deepens the mystery. The pathologist notes his last meal was a pasty, eaten 3 to 4 hours before he died. His spleen was abnormally large, and his heart showed signs of failure, but there was no clear cause of death. No poison could be identified, yet the doctor was convinced it was poison, a fast-acting, undetectable one. It was a perfect, untraceable murder, or a very strange suicide, but the most bizarre discovery was yet to come. Tucked away in a tiny, hidden pocket, sewn into the waistband of his trousers, investigators found a small, tightly rolled piece of paper. On it were 2 words printed in an elegant script, Tamám Shud. A Persian phrase that means, "It is ended" or "It is finished." The paper had clearly been torn from a book. The police were now holding a cryptic final message from a man with no name. Desperate for a lead, the police launched a public appeal. Where did this scrap of paper come from? The message was broadcast across Australia. Months went by. Then, a breakthrough. A man came forward with a rare book he'd found in his car around the time of the death. It was a copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a collection of Persian poetry. When police opened it, they found the final page was missing. The words, Tamám Shud, had been torn out. The scrap of paper from the dead man's pocket was a perfect match. But this book held another, even more tantalizing secret. On the back cover, someone had written 5 lines of jumbled letters in pencil. It looked like a code. For over 70 years, this cipher has stumped the world's best codebreakers. Military cryptographers, university professors, even intelligence agencies have tried to crack it. None have succeeded. The 5 lines of seemingly random letters remain an unbreakable puzzle. What secret message was the Somerton Man carrying? The book held one final clue, a phone number scribbled inside. Police traced it to a young nurse named Jessica Thompson, who lived just a short distance from Somerton Beach. When investigators showed her a plaster cast of the dead man's face, her reaction was shocking. She was visibly stunned, almost fainting. Yet, when questioned, she insisted she had no idea who he was. But her story was full of holes. She seemed to know things she shouldn't. She mentioned giving a copy of the Rubaiyat to a man named Alfred Boxall during the war. Police tracked down Boxall, thinking they had finally identified the Somerton Man, but Alfred Boxall was alive and well. And when they examined his copy of the Rubaiyat, the final page was still intact. So, if Boxall wasn't the man on the beach, who was? And why did Jessica Thompson react with such terror when she saw the man's face? What was her connection to this mystery? For the rest of her life, she refused to speak about the case, taking her secrets to the grave when she died in 2007. The plot thickens with her family. Her son Robin, born in 1947, bore a striking resemblance to the dead man. More than that, they both shared a rare genetic trait. A dental and ear condition found in only 2% of the population. Was the Somerton Man Robin's father? A secret lover Jessica was trying to protect. The questions just kept piling up. Given the context of the era, many believe the answer lies in the world of espionage. Post-war Australia was a hotbed of Cold War intelligence activity. The meticulous removal of labels, the unbreakable cipher, the undetectable poison, it all points to the tradecraft of a spy. Was the Somerton Man an agent, silenced before he could deliver his message? Was Jessica Thompson his contact, or perhaps a fellow operative? For decades, the man remained nameless, a ghost on a beach. Then, in 2022, a monumental breakthrough. After 73 years, researchers using advanced DNA analysis and genealogy finally put a name to the face. The Somerton Man was Carl Charles Webb, an electrical engineer and instrument maker from Melbourne. He had been married, he had a family. The ghost finally had an identity. But learning his name didn't solve the mystery. In fact, it created a whole new set of questions. Why would an electrical engineer from Melbourne end up dead on a beach in Adelaide? Why were the labels cut from his clothes? What did the code mean? And what was his connection to Jessica Thompson? The discovery of Carl Webb's identity was just the beginning of a new chapter in this incredible story. The case of the Somerton Man is a reminder that even when we find answers, the real truth can remain just out of reach. We know his name, but we may never know why he died. Tamám Shud, it is ended. But for those of us captivated by this mystery, the questions will never end. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't want to miss our next deep dive into the world's greatest unsolved mysteries.